Gaming with Boomers! Yow. Well, welcome back to another Brothers episode of Gaming with Boomers. Today we're going back in time. That's right, to the land of 2D. And one of our favorite games growing up, I think we played it in like the Windows 95. We're going back to a little game called Chris Sawyer's Locomotion, where you get to run a transportation company. And we are, I don't know what scenario you picked because you went too fast. So, Springle-Dink, that's your name? Springle-Dink Transport, okay. Okie dokie. Springle-Dink Transport. Why LLC? Why is that important?
I don't know.
For the sake of this game. Springle-Dink Jr. Esquire. Oh, Lord. Okay. So before we get too far into this, let's explain a little bit about like what this game is, Austin. Do you remember?
It's basically Roller Coaster Tycoon, but business.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So what are you doing now? What is this scenario about? What is this?
I think it's like the Eastern United States in the 1950s.
Well, you should look at the little
Hold on a second.
trophy and it'll
Hold
tell
on a
you what you're supposed to do.
Dang second.
Bing dang ding dang dong.
Let's see. Place that crap here.
All right. Let's see. Build a transport in 1950s America. So we have to achieve a company value of $600,000. All right. So how are we going to do that, Frosty?
A lot of things.
So is it better? What is the best way to start if people were going to do it? Let's say people wanted to download for old nostalgia. What would be the first thing they would do?
A boatload of buses, basically.
Buses. Why buses? And why one way?
They're not one way.
Oh, the road was one way, but
it doesn't matter. You just need the stops.
Okay.
The
So
stop.
I'm gonna build a bush.
We need the stops.
Bus.
Bus the two of us.
So what does the busing do? Does that like kind of stimulate people in the city? I guess maybe.
People
stimulating my bus.
You
a bus stimulator boy? Use a bus stimulator.
It basically gives you rapid money, essentially.
Okay, so it's like
short term.
Because I guess it doesn't cost a lot to build stops and buses.
Stops and such.
So you're not building big, huge railroads or roads or airports or anything like that.
Yeah.
At least not to start. Nope. You got a whatcha-coochie. You got a land record. You went a whole 21 miles an hour. Good for you. Very cool. Right.
Ludicrous speed, go!
Now, do you get more money the further you go?
Yes.
Or okay. So you want to have basically like
very far destinations.
Okay. And how did when you first started, I saw there was like companies list. Do you like compete with other people?
Yeah.
When do they show up? Well, how does that work?
Just try not to mess things up, essentially.
Well, what does that mean?
You'll find out.
Well, the reason we do this, Austin, is so other people, if they decide they want to get this game, which should be released, I think it was like $10 on Steam because it was like so old. I mean, this thing came out, I think, in the early 2000s. Yeah, but it's fun to play. That's something I'll hop on there every once in a while just for something to do. But there's some people that may have never seen this and never played this, so they may want to know kind of how to do that. That's why I asked sort of obvious questions. How to do it, You obviously know all the answers to. You've been playing this for like centuries.
I know how to cockblock other companies.
Excuse me. What you do in the privacy of your corner office, Austin, is none of our business. None of our business. Don't want to know. Don't ask, don't tell.
It's not like Apple or Google hasn't done before. Gurgle.
That'd be a name for like, let's see, Gurgle. Gurgle would be search engine for like singers, I guess. 'Cause I need to find. Well, you think like gurgling, you gurgle for your throat, so it'd be like how you find throat doctors or something. I don't know.
It's
Gargle. Oh, it's gargle. Mom said that's gargle. Oh. Gargamel. Who was he? Wasn't he the villain on something? Smurfs. The Schmorfs. The Schmoifs. All right, what are you? You're making me You're making me air sick or whatever this is because you're going way too fast.
Trying to find a place to mess with things.
There's cities all over the place. Why don't you look at some of the goods?
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Yes, I mean you got oil, and obviously there's oil in Texas. You could bring oil to the refinery in Florida.
That's what coal is more financially stable.
Well, there's a steel mill. You need coal to the steel mill. So
move this thing.
We're gonna build a railroad. Really road. Careful, you gonna have enough money to complete it. Ooh, that's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, who cares?
The shareholders?
Screw the shareholders.
Austin. Here at Spangle, we care.
Spangledink Incorporated.
Spangledink? Is this what is Spangledink?
Whatever it is.
Spangledinkle? Whatever. Just continue. I don't want to keep distracting you.
Spingledink.
Spinkledink.
You're a Sprinkledink.
You're a Sprinkledink. When I... Colonel Spinkledink started this company back in 18 da-da-da. Oh boy. Colonel Spinkydink. Alright. That's enough.
Is it now?
Probably.
This mouse is so sensitive.
That's what she said. Alright. You know, it slows down the time because it's got to go to the station, so it doesn't need to be so big. Kinky.
It actually does.
No, it doesn't. What are you doing?
If your station isn't long enough, then it takes longer for it to unload.
What? Where are you going now?
Extending it.
Where?
Further.
Just literally just for the station?
Yeah.
But why?
So it's easier to unload the stuff.
Alright.
That's how you make money faster.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it makes money.
I only have $700.
Great. Told you not to build it so damn long.
Just steal money from the bank.
You have to pay it back.
Shh, they don't have to know.
They do. They gonna get their cut. It comes out of your profits. Austin may have forgotten how to play this game. I have not. Alright. Let's see here. Train 1. Should find a way to connect that train to the, to the, because you have a steel mill there, but you have a chemical works. Find a factory to connect it to.
Oh, I know that.
So that way you could,
But unfortunately, we don't have iron ore.
No, you don't need, because you connect it to the factories across the street there. Across the way.
That's paper.
No, over the other way, to the left. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it requires steel. We only have
coal. you have a chemical works there.
But chemicals don't make money.
The chemicals make money at the factory.
Not enough, though.
They make... Okay. This is painful.
Welcome to Corporate Greed Simulator.
This is so painful.
See, we're also gonna exploit.
Bad ethics. You have, there's wood. There's a managed forest. How?
We don't have enough money, then the train's expensive.
Then build a couple of roads and just get a bunch of trucks.
It's not good enough. I'm gonna slaughter some cattle.
You can. It's quick. It's boom, boom. It's easy.
If I can just get that damn thing to hover over the thing.
Thing to hover over the thing. What are you... You're going the wrong way. It's the other way. Isn't it the other way? Where are you?
Look.
Well, there's one behind you, to the other way, too, to the left. Isn't there one to the left?
Oh, look. No, there isn't.
I thought there was. Well, be damned.
Well, it's a good thing you're not playing this.
You must have changed the camera then.
Yeah, I switched it around.
Oh, well, see, that'll do it. No one tells me anything. You can pick up passengers, too. Find a way to... Oh, careful. Careful. Ooh, careful. Don't fudge it up. You're going straight into that mountain. You going straight into that mountain, boy? Here we go. We're going. What are you doing? No, all you have to do. Oh, what are you doing?
Didn't you say you knew this game?
I mean, I haven't played it in a few years, but sure. Oh, now what you gonna do? Oh.
More terraforming.
Is it cheaper to terraform or just build an elevated thing? Probably comes out to be about the same.
If you have more inclines with a heavy train, it makes it slower.
All right.
And we don't want that.
We
ain't got time for that.
You're just gonna take like everybody's money? You gotta start making money to make, the thing back.
Well, you gotta spend money to make money.
All right. If you say so.
And you say so.
All right, let's do this. Let's see.
We're selling Skippy's cousins to. We're selling Skippy's cousins to the food mill.
Oh no! Not Cousin Harold and Little Jazzy. All right, I think that's probably enough. You don't want to build too many.
There's never enough for corporate America.
You don't want to build too many, and then they don't produce enough, and then your trains aren't profitable.
I play this sometimes, know how it works.
Okay, you say so. If you say so.
Cut to 5 episodes from now, we're bankrupt.
Basically. 5 episodes later on in this episode. These are relative things. What are you doing?
Saving.
Saving?
Because it's now time for next time on Beermers.
I think we should go to 15 minutes. Let's do 15 minutes.